We're Metro booming out here.
Metro booming wants some more, dude. Hey, I like that.
We should have did producers.
Yes, we live, baby.
So we could talk about it.
Let's get it.
God.
All right, popping bottles. Dropping straight shots and then pop bottles.
Wow. That was intense. Okay, hold on. I know we're recording, but this is, I mean, you can do what you want to with this.
Ooh,
I
why
gotta
you
mix
tell
my
me to get a little champagne for the celebration?
This is just my drink. This is what we had in the house.
Yep, champagne rosé. It's amazing.
There's gonna be a lot of editing too, because I know you can sing, but I'm not gonna be singing my songs if you don't happen to know.
Oh, do you hear me right now though? Do you hear me? I won't be singing anything. That homecoming, baby. We'll talk about it.
I mean, that's how you sounded yesterday.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have something in my hand. At least grab my phone, put it on silent. Put it on silent.
Silence. Yeah, I'm ready, baby.
Bitch, I said what I said.
All right.
We haven't done this in a minute.
No,
all right, you ready?
I'm ready. Stay ready. Born spaghetti. Let's get it.
Okay. You know what? I was going to say this to you. Sometimes I be feeling like we just having a regular conversation, but when you say, let's get it, it feels like it turns into a production.
Okay.
And I'd be like, ooh, it makes me nervous.
Don't make you nervous. Let's not do that.
99% uploading. I want to see my little wavelength. But if it's two different things, it don't matter. All right. Woo. Warming back up. This could be season 2, but it's not. It's season 1. Welcome to the Facts
and Feelings
Happy Hour. I am Fiya Angelou, and I have my friend, partner, sis, Sarah with me.
Big Meech, not the little one. Don't ever get it confused. And we missed you.
We're back in this thing. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Thank y'all who have gone back and listened to some of the older episodes. And we say older, but this is episode 20. We in this thing. I feel like, you know what I mean? We're a little bit vet, you know what I mean? Vet status a little bit, not me.
For sure.
But thank y'all that have gone back and listened and commented. It has not gone unnoticed. Happy to be here. Let's start off with what we sipping on. What you got? I heard you ice clanking around. What you got in there?
Oh, you can hear my backgrounds now.
Clanking in the background.
This ain't really nothing. You know, a little something sexy. This ain't nothing but a little bourbon and lemon. Just like that. Just real easy.
Ooh.
Yeah, real classy.
Ooh. Going with that sultry voice you got going.
It is. We're
gonna get into the recap.
I'm excited for this episode, guys. I'm so excited. He said sultry voice and it took me to a place. But let's go.
Okay. Well, in my cup, I'm gonna call this the Insecure Mimosa.
Ooh, why is it?
Because you remember on Insecure, Issa said that she liked her champagne with a little bit of vodka. Now that might have a name already, but basically this is a screwdriver with some champagne. And is there a name for that?
I think it's a spiked mimosa, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm having an Insecure Mimosa in my what do you call these things? Giveaway.
It's a flute. But what's on there?
But my cousin got married. I went to her wedding in the time that we were out, and then that's what's on it. Her husband's initials and stuff like that.
Congratulations on their union. How was your weekend? Yeah. Tell me something about it real quick.
Weekend? I mean, we got 2 weeks to go over.
I know. We ain't got to hit them all because we got a little bit of time.
I'm gonna hit them with everything. While we were gone, let me see. I went to we both went to the Kirk Franklin and the family reunion tour. Wasn't that a time?
Listen to me. I caught tickets last minute. Because I always, how I live my life. And it wasn't something I was like doing in advance. And I was like, I'm not beat. Came to town. I was like, you know what? Let me look. Got great tickets, front row, last minute.
Yeah. That was a time. It was a time. Man. That was a time. I can't think. I mean, I went with a group of friends, and I will say it is something special about being able to worship and praise God with your friends. Okay, you can talk about your friends, you can gossip, you can, all this stuff, but to be able to worship and be in the presence of people all like-minded, you know what I mean? And so the room was just so filled with love, and life ain't been no crystal stair this year.
Come on.
And so I went ready to lay it on the altar. And so I went with my mind stayed on Jesus.
Yeah.
And they didn't, none of it disappointed. I know you was upset that Twinkie Clark was at the Atlanta show and she was not.
Y'all got Twinkie. Y'all got Ty. We didn't get none of that. Who
Ty
was your favorite though? Nope, Ty didn't. He didn't show. I think he had gotten sick or something like that. They said, but who knows?
Who was my favorite? I could have done. Everybody was my favorite. Of course, the Clark sisters. I think. Okay, so in concert was Tamala, David Mann, Kirk, Ty Tribbett, the Clark sisters, Israel. I think that's it, right?
Israel Houghton. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I mean, everybody. I could have done without Israel, and I honestly could have done without Ty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I do like Ty, and I really did like the one album Victory, but beyond that, he kind of lost me a little bit. And I had talked about that on social media. It was just one song on his album that he had Victory, and then it was the Victory, the song. He originally he had said, "Come out of homosexuality, come out of lesbianism," and I thought, okay,
you know what I mean.
But for me, so I kind of.
Yeah.
I really used to like that song, but it just, those types of music, when Israel came out, me and my homegirl was like, oh yeah, it's getting real non-denominational in here. And they were like, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord.
He had the churchiest set.
Who did?
Israel. Like it didn't feel like worship until he got up there. Because Kirk, the shit Kirk be off.
Yes.
Sliding and grinding across the stage, mixing it with juicy fruit and shit.
Now that was, okay. When Kirk came out for y'all, I know, when Kirk came out for y'all, did he do Joy?
And Pain? That?
No.
Oh.
Joy.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, because I was like, okay, because he did that with the Georgia Mass Choir, and a lot of people don't know that was Kirk shouting out the commands on that song. That was like one of his first songs. I think he was a teenager on that song.
Yeah.
But anyway, he started off with that, and I was like, okay, but because I never really rocked with Kanye and his gospel singing. I know a lot of people liked it. That just wasn't for me. I don't
that makes sense, but it was definitely, Kirk inspired. Like that's who started.
Yeah,
Kirk
right.
Started
so I'm a gospel purist. So of course. I had the best time when the Clark sisters were on stage.
Listen,
and I was just getting my whole life
on, bitch, with the matching glitter sneakers, stepping. Y'all had to see the suits. The suits were clearly custom made.
Dorinda was giving it all she had. You hear me? And Twinkie, just seeing Twinkie Clark on that organ, on the piano, it was amazing. Yeah, but I'm not, I don't do a lot of, I don't want to say secular, but I don't do a lot of new age gospel. I don't do a lot. I like 2 songs by Maverick City Music, but everything else I just stick to like the purest. But I had a Wayne Dang Doodle. In the time that we were out, like I said, I went to my cousin's wedding. It was the first time that I dressed in, like, put on my masculine shit around my family. Because my family, I realized, hasn't had like a lot of weddings. And normally when I go to weddings, in the more recent years, I normally will wear like a fitted masculine cut, like apparel. And this was the first time that I did that around my family because she had like an actual wedding. And I was nervous how they were going to respond because, my wife brings it to my attention all the time. My family is very traditionally Southern. Yeah. Some people, my family doesn't call my wife my friend, but you go one step out, they're going to call her my friend and that kind of stuff. And so, but it wasn't a thing. I noticed a few looks when I first stepped in, but I had that shit on. When you look good, you just look good.
Right.
You see
and I'm glad you was able to step into that thing.
Yeah. But I just had to remind my family because like most people that I'm still me, right? I'm still the shell that I'm still, this is just what I have on. But anyway, went to that wedding. What else happened? I didn't make it to my homecoming. You went to your homecoming. Get into it. You look like you had a fucking ball.
A time was had, if there was ever a time to be had. This was one for the books. For context, you guys, this is our first homecoming since COVID. So this was back then.
That put some context
That's
on
puts it wise because it got canceled for COVID for almost 2 years. And then when it was supposed to come back last year, they got canceled for weather. It was like a tornado watch. And so
I remember
that.
Okay,
and so they canceled it. It ended up being a situation where they didn't have to cancel because the weather ended up pivoting. But they did anyway. And so we were, not able to celebrate. So this was like we back, and ooh, was it a time? It was a time, and it was definitely a thing. It just felt genuine. Love, it's just so tight knit. Winston-Salem State is not like a Howard-sized, university, so it's not, or A&T sized even rather, which is like big. You know what I mean? Things everywhere. Like A&T's tailgate is like in 5 different places on campus. Ours is just one.
Yeah.
But it is, in that big area. It was just love, man. I was in my element. It felt good. Shout out to Winston. Another situation of putting that shit on. You know how I go at homecoming. So yeah, it was a time. A time was had. So that's that. What else did I have go up? I don't think I had anything else big over the weekend that I could think of more readily. Unfortunately, y'all missed it. Remember, we was promoting a comedy show coming up. It got canceled.
Oh yeah,
that sucks. I do have another show coming up this weekend, Fayetteville. Shout it out.
But you got a show? You got a show coming up? You said? I love when you do your shit.
I know. But yeah, other than that, it's just a time was had. We definitely missed y'all. So yeah, you ready?
We back in this bitch. So on this week's episode, our commemorative 20th episode, we're talking about music. We're getting into the tunes, okay? Music has always been a part of the show, though. It's like I can't think of an episode whether it wasn't discussed in the Put On or in the Big Facts or something. And so we've always talked about it. But we're gonna dive into that thing. Is there anything that we need to touch on? There's been a lot happening in society since we've taken a break. We're not a strictly politics focused podcast, but obviously, I'm gonna speak for myself. Absolutely condemn the hateful crimes committed by Hamas, absolutely condemn the hateful war crimes committed by Israel. Heart goes out to all of the Palestinians and Israelis that are impacted, people of Jewish faith, people of Muslim faith, Arab people. Heart goes out to all of those folks. It has been absolutely heartbreaking to take the blinders off and be fully aware of what's happening. I watched this special on HBO with Anderson Cooper where they put together footage of the concert. Everybody's cell phone footage of the concert that was initially attacked and bombed, where Hamas did their initial just terrorist attack. And just I had to watch it and kind of think this is not a movie. I realized that I can be so desensitized to this stuff because we've seen this kind of violence. Yeah. And so I was just watching no, these are real human beings. This really happened. There are people still missing their family. There are people watching this, hoping to see their loved one alive and possibly for the last time. And just thinking about the stance that people are taking in the polarity when there really is no polarization, right? It's just all fucked up. And so that's been happening. Heart goes out to everyone impacted by that, I think. And that's about as much as we could say, as much as I feel comfortable saying with my limited knowledge there. You seen about the fog down in New Orleans before we go deeper into. So apparently there was a fire in a marsh, down in St. John the Baptist Parish. And then also a fog at the same time swept across New Orleans, particularly this parish, caused 158 car pileup. Couldn't see nothing, can't see in front of your hand. So far, 7 people have died. More people are expected to pass, unfortunately. And I'm because when I got on TikTok, it might've been on Monday or Tuesday, and I saw Big Frida saying, we need to pray for New Orleans. We need to pray for New Orleans. And I was like, what's going on? And so they stepped outside and all you see is just thick fog. And so a lot of people, of course, if you tuned in spiritually, is no, what's going on? You know what I mean? But then of course science comes in. Well, there's a logical explanation for it. But either way,
you know why my feelings about New Orleans. If there was ever a place for a central hub or ground zero for spirit activity, baby, they live there. That's where they from.
You see what I'm saying? 158 car pile up, because basically you're driving on the road and you can't see that there are cars. Right. Boom, 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 just one after another. Young Jock came out and said some shit we didn't need to hear. Who asked you to perform at an LGBTQ concert? Who asked you?
I'm missing it all. What did he say? All I know was Jenny Mae. I missed it. The last thing I heard was Jenny Mae Jenkins, not no longer Jenkins.
Oh no, that Young Jock, not Jeezy. Young Jock,
not Jeezy.
Yeah, Young Jock
came out. What he say with that wig, child?
Basically, he just said that he even if somebody offered to pay him $250,000, he would not perform at a LGBTQ focused concert because he don't want gay men with their nipples out and their lustful eyes looking at him. And then he was saying, like, he was like, what if I just am for heterosexual rights? Can I not just say that? And again, unprovoked, Monique and her antics, calling her husband daddy because he's raising me. Unprovoked. Nobody asked y'all if people would just shut the fuck up.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Listen.
Yeah. But I guess we wouldn't have anything to talk about. I guess.
Monique be off it. And it's so funny because I just don't, and I know she don't care. But that the flex that she thinks that is, he's raised. It's just like, girl.
Because this came on the heels of an older video of Beyonce toasting Jay-Z. This again at a birthday many, many years ago. But she came out and said that like he made her the woman that she is. And so there's all this conversation about, can a man make you the woman that you are? And I'm assuming that Monique caught wind of that and said, what's the problem, babies? You can impersonate her better than I can.
Father. She just goes far with the shit. And I feel like those are two different conversations that she can't process. Sure you can. Anybody can. You can get a friendship that'll say, you know what, this changed my life for the better. This relationship kind of framed and molded me into the woman I am today. Why not? But I call him daddy because he raised me. It's just like, okay,
because that's
girl.
not what Beyonce said.
That's not what she said.
And then Monique goes.
And if I was Beyonce, I'd be like, now how the fuck I get in that shit you talking about? Now how I get in that? Because he's not my daddy. He's my husband.
My father. Monique said, my father left my life when I was very young, and he has raised me. He has fathered me. That's nasty.
It's nasty.
That's nasty. It's nasty.
And she just totally came in and swept in. And I said, we had our episode about, whatever pet names you can have sexually. And it's just like, here she come with her shit. Because this is not the same, bro. Here you come. I call him daddy because he raised me. And it's just like, my thing is, how does this nigga feel about it? It's almost just like, there's no point. Is he like, man, I'm glad I can help you. I can help you out. I'm glad I can give you guidance and support. I don't want to be a father.
Relax.
I'm interested in being your father. He raised me. Like, okay, girl.
Anyway, so I just had, that was just some bullshit in the ether that I was like, who asked y'all? Is there anything you want before we take a dive into this music thing?
Because we're going in. We going in. Anyway.
Anything else on your heart, on your mind, on your spirit?
Not at this time. Our hearts and minds do agree. I think we can move forward. If your homecoming hasn't passed, definitely be safe out there. There's been a bunch of stuff that's happening. Oh, you know what I do? I do want to call attention to something. We had an incident at our homecoming. Mm-hmm. And a gentleman, fuck all that. One of a man in a Greek organization, he's a bruh, got arrested on campus for beating the shit out of his wife, essentially. And bad. I'm talking about like bad. Punched her, kicked her, stomped her out. And he had her ducked off to where I'm sure he probably thought, no one would see in a part of campus, that was like kind of just dark. And she screamed for help. And some people, some young boy alphas heard her and, went to her aid, beat his ass or whatever. That's neither here nor there. That's a thing in all of itself. If you are a victim of domestic violence, please, 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 you're not alone. You have resources. And there is, it's not as bad as it seems that you need to stay. My issue is that the people that have a social media presence, and I do mean, when I say presence, I mean you're active. You're talking about Will and Jada. You're talking about Blueface and Krishan. You promoting whatever business it is. And because you're friends with someone, or because that person ends up being, you're shocked. Maybe you're shocked. Maybe you knew the whole time. You just you don't know how to speak out. But you're silent. Yeah. It's sending me. Like, I'm in a place where I'm like re-ranking who I'm even cool with anymore because it's so quiet. Yeah. And it's wild to me. because it's just like there are so many people, like so many men that I consider my friends that are like, oh, I'm just confused, man. Like, I just want to hear both sides. I wonder what happened. And it's just like, what do you possibly think?
Yeah.
Could justify, like, what are you looking for this fucking lunatic? This narcissistic asshole.
Yeah, to ask the question, like, I want to hear both sides. Like, it says that there's something that could be said that would justify
something that you're looking for that would make it make sense for you. I don't give a fuck what it is. Nothing can make that make sense. And it's just like people always wonder, people have so much to say about what women should do and how they should move. And, oh, why didn't this happen? And it's just like somebody is watching you. Somebody you love, somebody you know, somebody you care deeply about is watching you to see how you're going to respond, to see if they're safe with you, and they're fucking not. Yep. And it sent me for like days until I just released it. And it's just like, there were statements being made as it pertained to business. You know what I mean? Like, it was her to make a business statement, so this don't get fucked up. But like, where's your personal condemnation of like, you know what? Hey man, like, I had no idea. Fuck this man. It had no place here. This, it's just, it's important when that happens, because little do you know or not, when you're that close to somebody, if right now today, I love you to life and death, but if it came out today that you abuse small children, babies, whatever, I'm making a statement. Fuck her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not who I thought she was, right? I loved her, sure, but it's just not who I thought she was. Me and her don't have nothing else to do with each other. I'm not interested in why you do it. You may have a very valid reason. You certainly need help. You need therapy. I don't give a fuck about none of it, though. It has nothing to do with me. I'm straight on you.
That's it.
And that's really it. There's nothing else to it. I can cry and boohoo in my own corner about how I went this long not knowing or whatever it is. But I would hate for anybody, as close as we are, and as, we do this podcast, to think that, damn, you think she knew? Is there any way that she could have known that? You think she's complicit in that? So whatever. But
because that's what it is. It's being complicit. It's being complicit in someone else's abuse. And it's like when something like that, when you told me about this, and I'm thinking, okay, I know, I think men can get away with a lot of stuff under the guise of men just don't be talking like that to each other. But you ain't been best friends or close friends with somebody that long, and you don't have an inclination, you ain't been privy to, maybe he grabbed her by the arm, or you saw him talk to her too strongly, or something.
To it, and I only seen him at school on campus. You can see how his attitude is. He's one of those. He's a nasty, women shouldn't be talking while I'm talking kind of asshole. But
fuck you.
You can assume, like, literally, his mugshot came out. Nobody knew what was wrong. I actually assumed he got a DUI or something. And I was like, damn, I hope he won't drunk, whatever. And somebody else, one of my other line sisters, was like, he nigga probably punched the bitch in the head. Joking, but that's his personality, and just assure shit. That's
wasn't far-fetched. It wasn't far-fetched that he would do something like that. Yeah.
Ever. He lashes out all the time. So it's like, and if that's your best friend, like those are your best friend, or you're real close, I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't, and even if you don't, now you do.
Yeah. And it's in your face, and you're choosing to still be quiet about it.
It's in your face, and you're conflicted, or you're being strategic about your movements. Why? There's no way in hell. There's not that way. Because if you to the point where you doing it in public, that way, baby, you long gone. You've been doing that for a long time. You got caught up.
So I'm praying for sis, right? I'm praying that she has the resources not only to leave if that's her choice, but she has like people around her that are affirming, right? Standing in the gap, intervening, right? And I can imagine that if someone's been with somebody who has been abusing them so long, you may feel like she ain't leaving, but it doesn't mean that you withdraw support. I get that it can be frustrating, but it's still,
and at this point,
check in.
She's not. It's been reported, allegedly she's not.
She's not what?
Leaving.
Okay.
But I do hope that
I still pray for her, right? And pray for her
because sometimes it just takes that. It takes clarity. It shouldn't, but sometimes it takes that just secondhand now, because now it's not a secret anymore. Now everybody knows, and maybe, you know, the root of embarrassment or something. I hate for it to be that, but whatever.
Sometimes that can ramp it up. Sometimes it can ramp up the abuse.
Oh, of course
it
can.
What's so scary about it.
I know it will. He's that kind of textbook narcissism, alienating you from your family, or making sure you don't work because, you know, you need to depend on whatever, or now it's your fault. Look what you did. They're trying to take my, you know, endorsements. They're taking my things. Now it's worse. And there's a kid involved. It's so messy. And I just wish, you know, I wish just the best. And I just wish, you know, there's so many ways. We live in a completely different age. Like, sis, if you feel like the money isn't the thing, people, if you're struggling with that, if you're you know, suffering from domestic violence right now, or if a victim and you feel like, oh, I don't have any money, man, listen, there's a way. You hear me? You better go on a fucking tour, a book tour.
Or just start to talk about it. Like, these things really thrive in silence.
People need to hear you. You can get you some money, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Domestic violence ain't no joke. But fuck him. I wish everything bad happens to him. Curse you and bless the baby. Bless the wife. But curse that man and everything that happens to him. I hope that he is just cursed in isolation.
He burns in hell.
And anybody that supports him, I hope that you're cursed too.
I stand on that.
So let's get into the tunes. You ready?
Let's get it.
All right.
So tell people what we're doing right now.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we created these categories of music. We got HBCU hits, of course, coming on the tails of homecoming. We got top 10 female rappers, top male rappers, top lyricists, top gospel songs for a hard time, songs to weather the storm. Top 5 albums with no skips. Let's see, top 10 male R&B singers, female R&B singers, top 5 vocalists. Okay, so you see, we're giving you some range here, because when people get to debating these things, they don't often qualify what they mean. So we're saying vocalist. You could be a big R&B star, but we're talking about vocalist. You could be a great rapper, but we're talking about lyricism. Okay, we got top 5 songs for love and weddings and shit like that. Best girl group, best guy group, best writer. And then we got some honorable mentions for our blue-eyed soul singers out there, you know, the white folks. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start off with these HBCU hits. You want to go first? And so because of how we're doing it, they're not in order. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna create a little.
Let's go 1 and 1.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm printing out my bracket. Hold on, because I had it here, but I need to see this in real time. Just give me a second.
You printing something out?
Printing on
What are you, a baby boomer? What are you, a baby boomer?
I'm not a baby. You know what? The kids are saying, why my stuff is printed. Did you see the thing going around asking the kids? They're not kids, they're grown at this point. They're like 23 and up. How old is old? What year would you need to be born in to be considered old? Do you know that these pieces of shit are live in color saying that anybody born before the year 2000 is old? The year 2000, somebody said I'll make an exception for 1999 because that's when my sister was born. But anything before that, I'm gonna have to say you old. Meanwhile, they all fucking look like the Crypt Keepers because they've been sucking on vapes and whatever else they could get their hands on. They all look fucking 50. And I'm just sitting over here like, somebody said, what about 1995? They was like, whoa, 95, that's crazy old. And here my 88 ass sitting over here like, you motherfuckers, you my Denzel, you motherfuckers.
So my concern, or my question, I had to think about what year it was. How could someone who, you said the people who they asking are adults, but I'm going to say barely.
Yeah, they were born in 2000, so they're 23 at this time.
Yeah, which is, okay, crazy. But I do need people to come to grips that we are not it anymore. Okay, most of the people, if you're my age, you say you looking at 88, I'm looking at 86 here. Most of the people you watching on television and in reality shows and the actors and the things, most of the people that you are watching, if you born in let's say 80 and beyond, are much younger than you. You cannot relate to them. I don't care how much collagen you take in, how many omega-3 fatty acids you taking in, how much working out, lifting heavy shit, running fast you do. Your sensibilities are not of that are currently pop. You are not pop anymore. What is popping is your knees and your ankles. Okay. And so the idea is to put it in context, because why would I take anything serious that a 23-year-old has to say? And that lets me know that I'm old, because I'm not listening to anything that a 23-year-old has to say to me about life. Furthermore, I contend, and this is me speaking as a half orphan here, as a quarter orphan here, meaning my mother is gone and my father ain't a father no more. And so the idea is that I realized I did not become fully grown until I'm in the grocery store and I can't call my mama to say, hey, Ma, what's the difference between this and that? I am fully parented and I have to figure this shit out. I literally did not recognize that I was not an adult until you cannot lean on that. And then you're standing on your own too. So somebody who's 23, suck my dick from the back. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you, I got shit for you. I don't feel very adultish. Like, I feel like maybe
I don't care. I think something's wrong with our minds.
I think so too.
Social media.
I think it's how we look. How we look. I think it's how we like. Prince once Prince said out of his own mouth that the reason, because they said, Prince, how do you stay looking so good? Prince stopped counting time. He doesn't celebrate birthdays. He don't celebrate anything. He said, I stopped counting birthdays and I stopped counting weeks and years and days. Obviously, you can do that shit when you're rich, because, baby, I'm looking for the 1st to the 15th every time. But he said, I stopped counting time, and my mind doesn't think that way. It doesn't age. Great, Prince. But I think you think the same way. It's hard for me to think that. What are you talking about? That the children that were born in 2000 aren't 12. They're 23.
What are you talking about?
And I'm just like, what are you saying? I'm old. Like, I don't even feel like I'm, like, I don't even have kids yet.
I don't know how to do shit.
Like, there are people that I call for things, like things that
I'm constantly Googling things that I feel like I should know. I get a new job and I got to fill out that paperwork, beneficiaries and deductions and premiums. I'm asking a friend. I'm phoning somebody.
My sister is my emergency contact.
You see what I'm saying?
That's where I'm at in life. I don't care. Anyway, fuck them. Let's get to it. Also, honorable mention, it dawned on me with all these kid videos, like new kids, babies, the way that they talk to Alexa and Siri, I think that it is very much possible that they will grow up thinking similarly, that Siri, Alexa, Google, and things are like, I don't want to say like the voices of God, but like a higher power voice.
Wow.
I think I looked at a baby one time saying, he doesn't know me. Cause she was like, hey, Google, and the Google wouldn't pick up. So she went to her mom and said, Mommy, Google doesn't know me. It doesn't know my name. Introduce me. And the mom went along with it and was like, hey, Google, say hi to insert baby's name, Jamie. And so Google, of course, was like, hi, Jamie, how can I help? And she was hyped, like, hey, talk to me. And I'm just like, even kids now, like the 12 and 13-year-olds of our generations, they don't have a full concept of how the internet works. It just exists for them, right? Like, it's just a thing that's here. It's wild. So I was like, damn.
Let me say something here. There is a word of God that has been placed on my heart. And let me tell you something. There are some of you that are existing in this world. Let me tell you, there is some of you that are listening here. You are unplugged from the source of knowledge, the greatest source that there is. God, and let me tell you something. God does not know you, okay? When you say, God, what is the answer for this? God says, who are you? And you go to your family and the family says, oh no. And you say, Mother, can you introduce me to God? No. And God says, who is this stranger coming to me? I know you are not coming to me after you have sucked dick all weekend. I know you have not come to me. No, you are not coming to me knowing that you shunned your face at the person trying to ask you for money on the side of the street. I know you do not know me. I do not know you. And there are some of you that need to plug in. Okay, you need to connect your spiritual Wi-Fi.
Connect your spiritual Wi-Fi.
You need to plug in the source of all knowledge. And I'm not talking about Alexa. I'm not talking about Google. I'm not talking about Siri. I'm talking about the Holy Ghost.
Saints.
God in here. Some of you are just walking around lost. Oh no, it does not know me. No, you don't know him. My God, my God.
Pastor, wipe yourself. Woo. Saints, I want you to understand.
Somebody,
I want y'all come to the front. I want you to come to the front right now if your soul isn't saved. Nobody can make the introduction for you. You got to get to know him for yourself.
You got to know him for yourself.
Can introduce you to him. Huh? I can bring you to him. I can show him.
LTE. You might have 5G LTE. You might have the strongest broadband AT&T. You might have Charter or whoever you got. But till you know nothing.
The fiber optic can't get you there. Huh?
Can't get you into heaven.
Need the word. Huh? The
you
word.
Can't stream yourself to Christ.
Oh God. If you or you sitting beside somebody, I want you to tap them right now and say, plug in.
Plug in.
I want you to plug in.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Listen, I don't want you to say, hey, Google. I want you to say, hey, Jesus. Do you know me? Say, it's me. It's me.
That's
all
it.
right. I feel like, yeah. All right.
All right.
Excuse me.
Right. Little champagne.
A little sip. All right. Let's get into it.
All right. HBCU hits. We didn't
That's why we old.
That's why we old. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is your device plugged into the computer, into the power?
Yeah, to the power source. I'm in. I'm plugged in. No matter how you phrase it, no matter how you send it, I'm plugged in to the source. My energy, my help, my Quit playing with me. Let's get on to it. First topic is top 10 HBCU bops. When you was on that campus, whatever year you was there, because we don't got no timelines for this thing. Whatever you was there, what was bopping? Want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to do my draft pick in no particular order, but we will have to rule these out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to put them in order. I can't.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
They're not. All right.
Don't limit yourself.
I got an ice cream paint job. Huh? Yeah, but holding like a bitch. Come on.
Tuned up like a NASCAR.
Boom. Hey. Fresh paint job. Yep. Fresh.
Hey.
I got that on there.
You can't tell me.
Like you, dog. Listen.
You can't tell me I ain't the bros on that shit.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me.
We're going to do this reversing. What you got up against my ice cream paint?
Well, I'm taking it on back here to the OG HBCU anthem. Doing the butt. Doing the butt. Sexy.
Bow.
Ain't nothing wrong if you want to do the butt all night long. Yeah.
All right. I got Swag and Surf. I know that's on yours too. I think we matched up there.
Yeah, we both had that.
That's enough. I think that's gonna take the cake here.
Yeah. It's on there.
I think that may end up taking the cake for the number one spot, but we're gonna keep on moving. I got Wipe Me Down, okay? Because I'm on.
That's it. Listen, That's it.
Let
me see.
SIE. I pull up at the club. VIP gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. Why? These kids will never know.
They'll never know.
What you got?
Let's see. What I got on that is I got that boom, da 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 da. Stand up and get crunk, boom. That's what I got. Yeah.
Listen,
yeah. Here we come to get you a little bit more crunk. Yeah.
Woo! That's nasty there. You're a drum major. That hits me in a special spot. Yeah. All right.
Oh, I got chills. Why they give me chills like that?
I don't know. Because here we go. That twist them tubas in his voice. It's like he was mimicking. You better get. Like, it's all right. Ooh. I got Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. We was in the age. I was there. Candy girl. That age of snap music. Why was that his thing?
Tell me why. I was so mad I missed homecoming. Fabo was at our tailgate.
Oh, wow.
And he performed. Yeah.
With the shades on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did he have the white shades on? I need to know that.
He had on shades with, I think they had the red frames. He had the red frames, not the white.
It won't fable.
Yeah,
We need the white. All right, what you got on there? To my Laffy Taffy.
Let's see. I got shout out to the K's. I got Set It Off by Strafe. Now, why you gotta make your face like that? Because the K's, that's their shit. It is an anthem for everybody.
It is. It doesn't matter though, because they're on the HBCU campus. If they're doing their thing, then it belongs. You blowing that whistle.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
I use that song when I'm DJing anytime I gotta go to the bathroom.
Right? They love it when they come on too.
Anytime I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm putting that on. Anytime I gotta go to the bathroom, because that song is 9 minutes long.
I'm gonna switch it up here. I'm gonna slow us down. This guy almost didn't make the list, but I threw him on there just as a Hail Mary. I got Love in This Club.
Ooh.
I got Love in This Club. They were slow grinding. It was happening in there. Sweating. It's when dancing was still happening in clubs. We were at a special time. You could find your special someone and reach back like this and do this for about 3 minutes of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. That remix of that song, and what did Beyonce say? She said that
no, baby, you know I've been down, but we can't have all these people stand around.
And I didn't give a fuck. They can stare. I'm getting nasty.
Beyonce said, "This right here is only for you." Let's go. You are nasty dog. You want him to
in that same vein. Yeah. In that same vein, just slow it down just a little bit. I got that. I'm gonna start up on the floor, end up on the bed. I'm all up in your head when I'm all up in your legs. Can I hit it from the front, back, side? Girl, I love the way you do it.
Hey, listen, that gets him going. Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah. I don't know. I'm putting that back at the top right now. Swag and Surf was the contender for the winner, but Do It was doing a thing. People, they go crazy. They go crazy. Yeah. Do It is up there. We'll duke that out the end. Next up, I got Lil Rule. Dixie, another nasty song. I love the way you're free with no panties on, and I say, won't you put that on me? Yeah, girl. Listen.
Yeah.
It was on there for me. I was keeping it slow. Slow. It came in for me. That used to be my thing. I did things, to it at the club when it came.
I was about to say something, but I just decided to keep me in my chapter. I appreciate
you doing that. You know what I mean?
Me and my chapter got enough going on.
Y'all didn't stroll to that, did you?
So
that's my pink clip.
Okay, when the DJ is in that set, when the DJ hits you with that song, he might cut to and this ain't on my list, but it should have been.
Okay, we have honorable mentions. We have honorable mentions here.
Here you go. It's don't hide that pussy. Divide that pussy. Don't hide that.
What were you guys doing to that? You think? What you guys were doing that? Were you guys in the line for that? Let's keep it moving. Okay. I can respect the mention. That does come with it. That boom. Everybody's sweaty by then. Everybody's sweaty. Remember, because back then you possibly had a swoop, and it was
twerk some.
No worries.
Yeah. Anyway.
What else? What did you have to my nasty song?
So I'm gonna go. This might be an AUC classic, and I'm gonna fully acknowledge that. But it's that Spodioti Doublelicious. You know what I mean? Yeah, trumpets go crazy.
Them trumpets go crazy.
If I was gonna be in the marching band, okay, I was in marching band in high school, but we marched like that. When I wanted to be in the motherfucking marching band, let me tell you, I had a scholarship to go to Grambling. Oh. They were gonna let me come down there and play my clarinet.
I knew you was a clarinet player. You look like it. Clarinet or the flute. One of the two.
I wanted to play the drums, but sexism. They was like, yeah, girls play the clarinet. But anyway, you could tell me that when I had got to my HBCU and I was gonna be in that band, and I wasn't gonna request that we play Spodioti Doublelicious.
Listen, that's it. That's it. Let me tell you something. Two sexy what's the second? We're gonna pivot for a second. Sexiest instruments in the band. I'm gonna go trumpet, trombone. Ooh. That motherfucking slide. that, oh my God, that trombone, that bone just do a little something, that little whack. They do something that the trumpet can't do. And obviously the drums is something different. But if you was playing the trumpet, we had a trumpet player, girl. And we used to have a song. It was called Night Rider, Midnight Rider, some shit. That big, oh man, them fingers get the. It was like it was like Flight of the Bumblebee, but for sexier for the trumpet because it was
with the Flight of the Bumblebee.
Hit it with it, and she used to fucking call that shit. Oh, it was nasty.
I can't believe. I don't think I have ever heard anyone say that the trombone was sexy.
It's sexy for me, baby. What?
Let me tell you what I love
that
in the motherfucking marching
nasty.
Band. That the trumpet, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's in the percussion. Them motherfucking quads. Like, of course, everybody love a snare. Everybody love a snare.
Yeah, that's important. That's important. The snare don't matter until you get that drop. That bass don't even, that hit over don't even count unless somebody give you that. The cymbals are not sexy. I don't care what you do to them. I don't care how you flip them bitches. I'm uninterested. I do appreciate when they can do them, but it's just, let me tell you something. Oh, I can't believe you don't think that bone's sexy. Oh.
I mean, when you call it a bone.
Cue a clip. Hey, look, when you call it a bone, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I got it. Is that what he was playing? Or was it a trumpet? It's a bone. It's a bone every time.
Never heard it.
Hold on.
Everybody would think the saxophone, but it's that motherfucking trumpet.
They got saxophones in the man?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Did we have a saxophones section? Yeah, we did have a sax section.
Some marching bands will cut out the woodwinds, and saxophone is in there because it got a reed in it. But everybody thinks it's brass because it's gold.
And
but anyway,
right here, I got. That boy is playing that thing.
That boy good.
We will keep that thing moving.
Whew.
Yes, nothing sexier than a bone. Let's get it. I'll put that clip in now. Snap your fingers next on mine. Do your step. You can do it. We was all.
Yeah.
It was really.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody has shoulder issues today, you might be entitled to compensation. And I want to reach out to Lil Jon.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
You need to.
You might be entitled to compensation. The way that we had to jerk and shake and drop our situations, you know. Well, but what do you got against that? The snappy fingers.
Mm-hmm. This one goes to my DMV folks, particularly, you know, if you went to Hampton Howard, if you in that HU battle. This is Pretty Girls by Wale. Pretty girl, asking do they smoke, asking what do they know, asking do they know, pretty girls, but they ain't always swallow. Yeah, you gotta hit that remix with Chris Brown.
Yeah, it was.
What else you got?
That was a good one. Yeah. That was a good one. Shout out to DC DMV whole area. They don't really like when you do that, but you know, it was everywhere. Back here, we still, rest of mine is going to be snap music. I got lean with it, rock with it. That's just the age we were in. Big t-shirts, big jeans. We were there. Yeah. What else you got?
Let's see. Next up, this one, really, now this, I know everybody is on it now, but several years ago, I'm going to take it back to like 2009, had to be when the song first came out. The Tamia, Can't Get Enough line dance has taken over every HBCU. But it was like, if you were on Savannah State's leadership, the SGA in the court, it's like you had to learn it. Now, this is not in my time. This is a few years after my time.
I was going to say, there's no way that the dance wasn't a thing yet.
Oh, no, the dance was a thing definitely as soon as the song came out. I ain't kidding you. You can look at the year of the release, because I remember we were at my line sister's house, and she had went to a line dancing class. And she had taught us the dance or tried to. And this had to be at least, whenever the song came out, I'm thinking 2013
that's about right.
or something like that. It was around that time. So can't get enough. When I think about you, I think about giving myself to you. Yeah, that one.
Bing bing. Yeah.
We got one more, right? One more for this category?
One more, same thing. No, two more. You were missing one, so you need to think of one on the fly. You only got 9 there. We had top 10.
Okay, I added one already.
Boom, boom, boom. Shake it like a stone. Shake it like a stone. Shake it like a stone. Shake it, pop it. Won't percolate.
Oh, how could I leave this one out? So, okay, I'm gonna do both of mine. Then you got one more, right? After I'm gonna do one, then all right. So my next one will be Morris Brown. Shout out to Mo Beasley, Morris Brown College, coming back with full force. And can anybody knock you? Stay strong. You know what I mean? Morris Brown, I think this is just Big Boy. I don't think it was fully Outkast, but anyway, Morris Brown with the had the same whistle starter. You can't make the world go round with no.
Yeah.
My heart is like a marching band.
Yeah.
I'm a fan in the sand and the sand of the hey baby.
Yeah.
That's it. And my last one around me on off is, of course, shout out to Delta Nu chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Our song is Fuck the Mother Niggas. Dun, 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 dun,
tell a friend. That's a new one.
Yeah. What's that one?
You know who is it? I don't know the rapper's loud or somebody, but somebody like, tell a friend. She's bad. I know you hating on whatever it is.
Well, that's just crazy. That sounds good. Well, that's what I got. What's your last one?
Superman. Gotta give it to him. Soulja Boy was in the entire era of my freshman year. He's actually who performed for Homecoming. We got pictures with him. Concert wasn't his best. It was his best, but people left, and I don't know why, because we was feeling big. So the Big Draco was definitely doing his thing. But it was that Superman, that whole not why me you. In this category, though, I think the standoff was between Swag and Surf and Do It. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Swag and Surf. What do you say?
I'm gonna Do It. Yeah.
It's held its ground. Yeah. It came in swinging, and it's not going out without a fight. I don't even think it's going out at all. I think it's made its name. Yeah, it's up there. It's gonna stay.
I think we're gonna have to speed up these other categories. Not that we're in a rush for time, but that one's a minute. But that's because we had songs. We had to sing them.
Yeah, we had to sing them. This is
but now we're gonna go into the top 10 for both of us. Yeah, female rappers. I think where we can eliminate are the ones that we had in common. Lauryn Hill, problem. Bar none.
Right? We do have
very obvious.
I'm gonna just go ahead and write her at the top. Let's see who's gonna knock her off the spot. I've got Lil' Kim.
Wait. Let's do the commonalities first. We both had Lauryn Hill. We both had Nicki Minaj.
Wait. You don't have Lil' Kim on your list.
No.
And you put fucking Nicki Minaj and you didn't put Lil' Kim?
Let me tell you something.
All right.
No, I'm gonna say it because I just, sometimes the thing is, I do acknowledge Kim, but is she in my top 10 female rappers? No, she just is not. Everybody else on my list will rank above her. And I get people will say, well, how can you have Nicki Minaj without having Lil' Kim? Okay, I'm just saying, sometimes your protege, the person that followed you, outshines you. We all know Moses. Do you know Joshua?
I don't know why you went biblical there on me, but I do have a question. And I don't know.
Actually, the statement I just made counters my point. Yeah. But y'all don't know the Bible enough, so just whatever.
Yeah.
But
I want
to debate this? Okay.
No, I'm going to throw something out there because you're very strong on Lil' Kim not being on your list, but I'm looking here, and I don't know if this is a fucking typo or not, but Beyonce is on your list as one of the best female rappers of all time.
Yeah.
All right. I don't really know how valid your list can be, but let's move on.
That's fine. We both had Lauryn Hill. We both got Nicki Minaj. We both got
I'm sorry. I'm interested to know what your favorite Beyonce rap song is.
Oh, let's see. It would be on the Carters, okay? And let me go to the track list here. Are you trying to imply that Beyonce don't be rapping?
Of course she does. She's definitely had a few rap verses, but we're talking about the top 10 female rappers of all time, and you used a slot for Beyonce. I'm just curious.
Is it that I gave the slot to Beyonce over Lil' Kim?
Or any fucking body for that matter.
Do you okay? Well, that's fine. Okay, if this is what's
for that fucking
you up,
matter, Lisa's not on here. Chantel, what's her name? Shantae. Sorry.
What I want to know is, do you want to spend more time talking
We're
about
going. Let's go.
vision?
Let's go.
Okay.
We got Lauryn Hill at the top. I've got Foxy Brown on my list. She's not knocking Lauryn Hill out the box. She's definitely a good contender.
I didn't know we were coming to a consensus about a winner.
Yeah, we got to pick a winner. No, we got to pick a winner.
Then it's Lauryn Hill.
Then it's Lauryn Hill. But we can go. But we got Lauryn Hill as the winner. I think we can decide on that. But you can roll down on who. Give me your 10. We can get
all right. Here we go.
Passes. We decided Lauryn Hill is going to be the winner.
Yeah, so I'm skipping the ones that we have in common. I got Tierra Whack on there. I got Queen Latifah. And then I got Lotto, and I got Megan Thee Stallion. Those are the only ones that we didn't have in common. Who you got?
I'm gonna round it out. I've got DeBrat on mine. I've got Cardi B. Mentioned again Foxy Brown, Lil' Kim. I've got Trina, Eve. We do have that in common. MC Light, we have that in common. Yeah, that was a shocker there.
Can you give me Foxy Brown, like more than 2 songs? Can you name more than 2?
Can you give me one full rap Beyonce song? Is where we're at with it. But we're not doing that, remember?
So, all right.
But I do. I have 5 Foxy Brown songs. Let's get it.
What I won't tolerate is you slamming papers around.
I say, all right, I don't have to do that. I don't have to be the aggression.
I didn't know you were skipping.
The aggression isn't necessary.
Okay, Skip.
All right, we're up to lyricists. Top 10 lyricists of all time. And where are you at with
you and these papers are upsetting me.
Well, they're not aggressive anymore.
So this is where I did I was confused here because when all of this conversation came up about ghostwriters and stuff like that, it was a surprise to me at the time that Kanye wasn't writing his own songs.
And when you say own songs, do we mean
was he writing it? Has Kanye written any of his songs that you know of? I honestly don't know. This is not a debate.
Yes, he has.
Okay. When did he stop writing them? Do you know?
I don't know if it's so much as stop writing them altogether, but as opposed to on certain songs, he elicited ghostwritership as opposed to doing it all himself.
Okay, so it's not a thing where he doesn't write any songs.
No,
and he just been
no.
Does Drake write his own songs?
That's been debated. He is a ghostwriter.
Okay, but it's not publicly known. Like Kanye doesn't write his own songs in the same way that a lot of singers don't write their own songs.
Correct. Same exact way. Like most actually don't. But
Drake is contending that he writes his songs.
Yeah, but he does not. He's more in the line that you're probably trying to put Kanye. Drake lives there. Like he had an entire ghostwriter launch.
Well, no, I'm not trying to. I was
no. I get it. I'm just saying that how you're processing Kanye probably less like that. Drake like more like that. Like Drake, I think he's not launching his career. Yeah, he's not here.
Gotcha.
As a lyricist.
So I have Toby, whose last name you're adamant about pronouncing the correct way. Yes. I'm not even gonna try. Toby, and then I'm gonna say then Kanye, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Tip, J. Cole, Eminem, Weezy, and then Outkast. You had 3 stacks. I get the debate. But I got Outkast, and then I got Chance.
Yeah. It looks like the only thing I have over here that did make your list, I've got Common over here.
And Mos Def and La Russell.
I have Mos Def and La Russell. Eminem's a heavy hitter here. Honestly, man, it's the truth. He's great. If I'm being honest, I didn't want to use a slot. I wanted to keep it black and keep it brief.
Okay.
But his lyricism speaks for itself. It doesn't matter. I think he both knows that he runs into trouble with the whiteness, but can't deny his talent. Who are we thinking for a winner here?
I don't know if we're going to have one because I just think a lot of what Toby does with his wordplay these days, since he's come out, is like Wow.
I would put Toby second. He doesn't have the longevity. There's no way I
Yeah.
can't give it to 3 Stacks. There's no way I can't. I can't. I have to. You got Outkast there. I can definitely get, slide Big Boy in there. He's sick with it also. But
you're taking, let's say, 3 Stacks Outkast over Jay-Z.
I am. The long way. I am. Andre 3000 is the way the truth lies.
If we had to break this up into generations, then, I think there's a class, right? A class of people. So we would, if you just, we would say Jay-Z, Common, Nas, would be within, they graduated together.
Yeah.
And then Weezy, Eminem, Kendrick went to school together.
I don't know if you slide Kendrick in there.
That's why I was like,
Kendrick Cole went to school together.
Kendrick Cole, Kanye went to school together.
Let's do that. Kanye was a senior. So Kendrick Cole was the freshman. There's classes. Right. Yeah. But yet and still, 3 Stacks takes it. What it gives to me is that Jay-Z has the textbook that everybody knows about. Everybody's read it. It's really obvious. It was written really obviously. And 3 Stacks is the book that you get when you own. It's just like, you don't know about this.
What's your favorite Andre verse? Can you name one? I can name mine off rip.
All-time favorite?
Matter of fact, I'm a cue mine up.
I can give you a couple. When 16 Ain't Enough was a nasty one for me. That was a nasty one. There are so many. The Prototype song is definitely it, but when 16 Ain't Enough did a special thing to me, I may go with that one. Guys, give me grace because I'm really going off the top of my head there. That's summer 88, or was it 89, or was it wintertime? Oh, never mind. Woo!
Okay. Let me tell you that something. That's 16 and when he hit that guitar. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
But this one also. Hold on.
Come on. Where you at with it?
You ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Woo! Here we go. I just don't know how that sound gonna come through. I'm gonna get it ready for you. Okay, here we go.
Hey. But it ain't what it is. Even if you gotta leave. That apartment's way more exciting than a big ass house on the hill. I used to be a way better writer and a rapper when I used to want a black comedy. Feeling like I'm going off a course.
Hey, when he said, "I'm sorry for fucking up the tour." Woo!
Listen, all I'm saying is I got 3 Stacks at the top of the list. He's gonna have to take the cake for me.
That boy good. That boy good.
Top 5 gospel songs for hard times.
I just don't know if we can rank this. I don't think we can. I think we just got to just spit them out.
I do want to dispute something though, because I left something off of my list that you included on yours, but I didn't count it as a gospel song because I don't think that it is. Be Optimistic is not gospel.
Oh, it's not?
No, we play it as gospel because it is, but it's not gospel. None of Jesus,
what is it?
God, church is never missing. It's just
inspirational.
Okay. As long as you keep your head to the sky is all they say. It was never God, pray, preach, any of it. No religion is involved. Now, granted, that is my shit.
I'm not going to get into semantics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
The gospel means the good word. The gospel means the good word. But okay.
The good word of the Lord. But either way.
So we got here. We both had Take Me to the King. When Tamala did that at that concert.
Yeah. It was there.
That Take Me to the King, and I Can Only Imagine at that concert.
My God. Oh yeah, that was there. I've got Take Me to the King on my list, but I can say that it won't land as a winner because we're talking about me personally. What I listen to.
We still got to keep doing these winners. That's the part
it has to be a winner. Why are we doing a bracket if we're doing this? We're not getting.
We're not doing a bracket.
We are. Total Praise. I got that on my list.
That's the winner for you?
No.
Oh.
No. It's on there. It's not the winner for me, but just the arrangement alone, even that can float on into the HBCU side. That guy gets a spot. He gets a spot. It looks like we both kind of got overwhelmed, and we went a little over 5, but that guy got a spot for me. What you got on your side that I don't have?
Just another one. Not my winner chicken dinner.
No, just
let me tell you something. This it's a newbie. But that Deliver Me, Leandra.
You know what?
Deliver me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Yes,
That is
my
a glory.
God.
Listen to me. I don't know how I even left that off my list. That actually, if it doesn't take my number
when she
one
come
spot,
in
it's
and
gonna
she
take my
say,
number two.
"This is my Exodus."
Ooh. It's so effortless when she does it. Let me tell you something. Leandria is a different kind of animal.
And I'm saying goodbye. Anyway, hello. All right.
I'm gonna slide in there, and I'm gonna give it upbeat because I feel like when we're singing for those hard times, they can be deep down, soulful, and drag on. But I'm gonna give that boom, cow, ba ba boom, 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 ba ba boom, 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 boom. Hold on, come on, don't worry about it. It gets me through. Don't worry about a thing. Yesterday, come on.
Yay.
A man said
to me, he said, how can you smile when your world is tumbling down? I said, here's my secret. Hey, when I want to cry,
don't you cry.
Take a look around, and I see it, I'm getting by, and I hold on.
That's it. What you got on your side? Ooh.
Let me tell you something. Next on my list, it's a classic. It's one of those radio gospel songs that y'all love so much, the ones y'all try to play in the club. And that's He Saw the Best in Me. Okay? It's one of those songs that just like what's the other song? Yes, Lord, that the secular folks wore out so much that I never need to hear it again.
Because that's all they knew.
That's it. What you got?
That was a good one though. Because we're definitely talking about, your songs for your hard times, and He Saw the Best in Me was a good one. I'm gonna circle back to Kirk. I feel like Kirk's in a really tricky space now with his secularness, but there was a time where he was doing what needed to be done. And I don't even know the name of that song. Probably More Than I Can Bear, but of course I put Never Put More on Me. That's how the song. I've gone through the fire. Come on. And I've been. That's how I gotta do.
Let me tell you something. At that concert, I will bring it up again. I fully broke down. Fully broke down. It wasn't no tissue. I'm talking about sobbing. My line sister, I'm holding my wife's hand tight. My line sister rubbing my elbow. Like I was gone.
It's hard. Those lyrics, they don't miss. They line for line, bar for bar.
Yeah.
I've been broken in two pieces. Woo!
Yep.
Flashing. Come on, but through it all, I remember.
Yep.
I live in a Hyundai with my fiance. All right.
Next up for me, I'm gonna go Stand by Donnie McClurkin, the remix.
Yeah.
No, it's not Stand. I'm sorry. Speak to My Heart. I put Stand, but it's Speak to My Heart. I always get it mixed up.
No worries.
But yeah, that one. The Keep On Talking to Me. Keep on talking. That one. Speak to My Heart. That's it.
We both locked in on. This is another one that all of the ain'ts know. I Told the Storm. It's classic. She's singing that thing from a place. Everybody's been there. Everybody's played it to get him through. You can't really beat that one. Anybody that's thought they had a piece of a voice was probably going to choose to sing that one. Yep. Where you got? Where you going with it?
This is my number one right here.
All right.
I'm gonna play it for you.
I had some good days.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you know God, you know that song. If you know God, you know that song.
Yeah.
That's number one for me.
That's the only way, actually. If you don't know it, you just don't know him.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a toughie. That's been singing at many of a funeral. And that's it. That's how that one goes.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you my number one. And
you sang it for us.
I did. It is the one I sang for us. Y'all probably don't know it unless you went and listened to it after I sang it on the podcast. But it is I Am by Jason Nelson. And it is my personal, because baby, it's gotten me through a thing. I had to choose it, even though it may not have been most popular, but baby, it's the one for me.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna put that at the top of my list. That one wins. For me, you already played your winner. Let's keep that thing rolling. We got albums with no skips.
Woo.
Yeah.
Because you had one on your list that I thought, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
I'm talking about
like,
it's skipless.
Yeah.
It's skipless. And they're underrated album. None, let's say the least.
Is it underrated?
I think so. I don't know how many people. I had that album, bro. I bought it.
I want to buy it. I'll buy that on vinyl. I'll buy it on vinyl today.
I bought that album and it's skipless. That's heavy on mine. We both got Confessions. It's undeniable. What you got?
Now, what I thought was interesting is the Beyonce albums that we had. So I got Beyonce, self-titled, the surprise album.
Yeah.
You had Lemonade. Now, again, we only could choose 5.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying?
Course. I'm going to tell you why.
But I'm in this penthouse half naked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cooked this meal for you naked. So where the hell you at? Mm-hmm. And then I just want to say you're mine, you're mine. Fuck what you heard, you're mine, you're mine. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not knocking Lemonade at all. Because game changer as well. But self-titled for me.
The only reason that self-titled didn't get it is because I skip Haunted.
Oh, okay.
I don't listen to it.
So I know if you're no. Is that one?
I have no idea.
Must be haunting me.
I can get the lyric if I try. I skip it every time, and that's the only reason. I think I also may skip Heaven. But no, I listen to
that baby. That baby is losing. Woo!
I do that one, but I've never listened to Haunted.
When she says on that song, in the background, "Oh Heaven Couldn't Wait for You," it's like, hey Beyonce,
I don't know.
Do you want all of us to sob uncontrollably?
I don't know. I think so. I gave it. Again, that's the only reason that didn't get it. I promise you it almost got it for me, but I was like, damn, it doesn't count if I skip Haunted because I do. Lemonade has 0 skips for me. I'm talking about from Forward to Daddy's Lessons to 6 and Chill. All of it.
See, on Lemonade, I skip 6 Inch Heels.
You're not the only person I've heard that said they skipped that.
Yeah. So he breaks down like songs, and he broke down Pyramids on Channel Orange, Frank Ocean. And he was like, he looked at the music and he breaks down that the notes in the song are pyramids.
Ooh.
Right? Like it's like dun 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 dun, and then it goes down, and the whole music sheets are pyramids. And the song is named Pyramids.
Ooh, that's nasty.
And it's
nasty
so many. It's like triple, quadruple entendres in that. And so he does the same thing for Lemonade. And he talked about not Otis Redding. What's his name? Who sings Shaft? Isaac Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I get 6 Inch Heels and I like it, but it's just not mine. But anyway, so Channel Orange is one on mine. Okay. And because I wasn't a person that was a big fan of like the album that had Novocaine on it, but something about Channel Orange and how it hit. It's a skipless album for me. What you got next?
It was pretty good. We both got that college dropout in there. I think that was a given. It was the old Kanye.
Yeah.
Only thing I got you don't have is that No Ceilings.
Lil Wayne
mixtape. That thing is unskippable.
The one with My Leather So Soft? No. That's the Carter. That's one of those Carters.
Yeah, this is all over, sampled beats. So that's that. Swag and Serve. I got that cone on this Bugatti. I'm throwing on this Bugatti. That's it's not registering.
Anyway, I should have had this one Kanye song on our songs that you can rap verbatim. I mean, I should have had this one Wayne song, and it's off one of his mixtapes. Yeah, but I don't think it was No Ceilings.
Yeah. No skips, obviously, for me. I think Confessions is going to win. It's on both of ours. Everybody knows it. I think it's a good.
What's your favorite song on Confessions?
Would you ask me that? Probably Superstar. Yeah. Mine with who I am.
Mine is one of those fucking songs. It's like two big fucking songs at the end.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Now that you're here. lost one of my virginities to one of those songs.
You lost? Did you say one of your virginities?
Yeah. The first one.
To can you handle it? Wow.
That's
the name of the episode. That's the name of the episode.
I lost one of my virginities.
I lost my virginity to Can You Handle It?
I gotta put one up.
I lost one of my virginities. Okay.
The very first one though, so it is the one that counts.
And then also, I mean, if you really know me, you're not surprised by this. I think we had a imbalance of albums, but if you really know me, this is not a surprise. But Pink Friday is on there as a skipless album for me. If you really know me, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
And then I had the Miseducation on there too.
Yeah, I had that, and I don't know what happened to it, but it was on there. It's definitely
so that would balance it out. I only saw 4.
I took it off because we were supposed to only have 5, but I had Miseducation.
6.
Yeah,
I see what's happening.
Yeah, you got 6.
You got 6.
But Miseducation is definitely on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, top male R&B singers. It looks like your list is falling short, but I'm sure you got it over there written down. I'm giving it up first. Tyrese. That boy can sing.
John Legend.
He's on mine too. Yeah. Boy can also sing. Usher. The boy can sing.
Luther Vandross.
Yes. Again. Is it a personal thing why you don't have Chris Brown on there?
You don't have my list. You don't have my full list. So Chris Brown is on there.
Got you. Got Chris. Tank is on mine. You got it.
Maxwell.
I was gonna put Maxwell, but I just didn't want to use a spot, if I'm being honest. He's amazing though.
Black Summer's Night. That could be on my skipless album.
I guess I felt like if I put Maxwell, I couldn't rightfully put Maxwell without putting and I never knew such a day could come. Yeah. That boy can sing.
Yeah, he can, but you put them in the same category?
Eric Benet.
Like
Kenny
they graduated
Lattimore.
together. They graduated
They all
together.
graduated together.
Okay.
To me. Miguel. You don't got
Anthony Hamilton.
You know what? So he's right there. He's the I got 10 spots. But you know what? I've got somebody here that's younger.
Working you out.
Yeah, it is. Y'all, homecoming did nothing wrong. Just hang in there. I just straight up
almost done. We ain't nowhere near done. We got to speed this thing up. This might have to be a part 2.
Nah, we almost done. We can run through them.
Okay.
Anthony Hamilton is definitely a giver. I've got Xavier Omar.
Yeah. I got Brent Fayez.
I see that. I got Luke James.
Luke motherfucking James.
The boy can sing.
If you don't know anything about Luke James, don't even start at the New Edition movie. Go further than that. There used to be a channel on YouTube called That Grape Juice or The Grape Juice, and look up him singing his single "I Want You" live.
Yeah.
This was before he was on The Shine.
You know where I first heard him sing that?
I went to Essence Festival, and I was a fan of Luke James from watching him on That Grape Juice, just that one clip. And when he was on one of those small stages at Essence, this is before Girls Trip, and I had all of my friends like, we gotta go see him there. And I sat at the gate, like nobody else was in the room. I'm sitting at the gate. I wrote on my thin iPad, "I love you, Luke." I'm standing at the front. I met Luke James' girlfriend at the time.
Wow.
He came out on stage. He started following me on Tumblr.
Ooh,
him and his girlfriend followed me on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
This is all in like 2012, 2013.
That's amazing.
I'm a fan. Keep
going. Lucky Day.
What do you like so much about him?
You know what? He's new and he can sing. I wanted to give a newbie a spot. I've got Giveon on there too. But Lucky Day can sing. And I like the freshness of it all.
Okay. One question to my judgment here. What'd you just say? I'm sorry.
That's it for my list.
Okay. One could question me here. You're not shouting out Giveon? Did you do that already?
I did.
Okay. You're not, someone could question me, but it's one album in particular from this artist that just did it for me. I don't think I would like him as a person. He's going to be on my list again later, but it's The Dream.
Wow.
Yeah. Love versus Money. Love versus Money did it for me.
Actually, me personally, and I know exactly where you're going to put him later. That's an amazing spot for him to be. It's the only spot for him to be. I don't like him as a singer. I'm gonna give. I don't know. Usher and Chris Brown are going to take the cake there for me.
I was going to say, when this verse is
Usher and Tyrese.
What?
Usher and Tyrese are going to take the cake as far as singing and vocals go for me.
Oh, for your list. Okay.
For my list.
Well then, so mine would, for singing.
Well, so yeah, for singing only, Tyrese. Now, if we're going R&B complete package, obviously Chris takes it.
Singing, Tyrese.
Yeah. Have you heard Tyrese sing? Jesus.
So, okay, if you had to go Tyrese versus Luther, like if we had done a bracket for real how we wanted to.
Tyrese versus Luther Vandross? I'm going to give it to Luther.
Okay, then Tyrese versus Chris Brown.
Tyrese
versus Usher.
We're talking strictly vocals here.
We have a vocalist list, but
I don't have any men on mine. I didn't even think of that. There are no men on my top vocal list.
But let's go vocals then. Let's go vocals. Tyrese and Usher. Okay, vocals. Okay, even with that, because just Tyrese on Shame enough. I have not seen Usher demonstrate that type of range.
Me either, but I will say.
But if we're doing vocals,
I've never heard Tyrese's falsetto.
Yeah, if I say if we're doing vocals, Luke James is going to out-sing the.
This is true. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I only gave Tyrese his spot for longevity. As far as pure vocal talent, Luke James takes his cake. So, moving on. Top 10 female R&B singers.
Yeah.
Let's
both got Beyonce. Commonalities out the way.
We got Beyonce. We got Brandy. I thought I had Brandy on here. It doesn't like she made the list. You don't have it
on vocals, but we both got Beyonce. We both got
Tamia.
We both got Jasmine Sullivan.
Those are the givens. You both got Fantasia.
Okay, we both got Fantasia. Then I got Jill Scott. Who you got outside of that?
I got Anita Baker.
Yeah. And like Anita's coming in the same way that Luther did in the last category. Like
that's
done it by decades. If we were doing this,
for sure, I had a hard time placing her because I didn't know we were doing that, but I just felt bad. I couldn't leave her off. Next up, I got Adele.
Yeah. I have Adele in a different category. You have here. I just lost it. I have Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
You have Ari Lennox.
I do. And let me just explain why. This could just listen. I feel like my list is dated. And I feel like I didn't want to do Ari for a no skips. And she really can sing. I feel like we're missing. I also could have put Chrisette Michele here. And it was like a fight for the spot. And
you're right about that because Chrisette Michele on It's Just the Way Love Feels.
A lot. Anything. That is that the name of the album? Or is that a song? That's one song.
I don't know. But you're right.
Yeah. Chrisette Michele belonged on this list. And I just, to be honest, she could replace Ari Lennox.
Carrie Hilson off my list.
I don't know why the fuck you put her there.
we have talked about this before. I really don't respect a lot of female R&B singers. God damn it, Ramonda. I knew that was you. I really don't respect a lot of, like, it's just sometimes what the girls do with R&B, I don't appreciate.
I can take that.
And so if in what I think of R&B, what I can tolerate is Carrie Hilson. The other categories that I have here, like Jasmine Sullivan, Beyonce, even Toni Braxton, I know it's rhythm and blues, but like Carrie, if we had what I would call the shallow R&B, it would be like Ella Mai, Queen Naija, Carrie Hilson, you know, like Sierra, hey, Aaliyah, ain't nobody exempt. They would be over there. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
and no shade, I'm wildly in love with Carrie Hilson, so that should be stated. But just in the space here, it didn't feel like it fit. She's somewhere else on my list for sure, though.
Yeah, a write-in. I'd be willing, as much as that first Carrie Hilson album is a no skip for me, but Chrisette should be there instead.
Can't hold you. As much as I didn't want to put her here, I had to give her flowers. Very annoying, but talented nonetheless. I gave Jennifer Hudson her spot. I gave her her flowers.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. She belongs somewhere else too. I don't know what you call that, but we got different Braxton sisters here, which is interesting.
We do. We have both. I have both.
Oh, you got both.
I put them both.
It's a family affair. I see.
There was no way I could put Tamar and not put Toni.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I heard the opposite. But again, I'm not taking anything away from vocals that Tamar has to offer, but Toni D. Braxton, in terms of R&B hits.
Yeah. That's why she got a spot. I didn't want to use a spot for two Braxton sisters, but to be honest, I wanted Tamar in the next category, but I just couldn't give it to her given the longevity of the list. I had to place her here. She needs a spot.
And not with the other people that you have on the list too.
Correct. I just couldn't. But she's amazing. I feel like she got a late start based off some of the same things that we just discussed earlier, but she needs her flowers. She's getting space to grow here, and I like it. All right. We don't have to pick a top for that one. I feel like it's pretty tough.
What's that? Yeah, it's too hard.
Let's go. So best 5 vocals ever. So we're talking about the best voice that we can think of all time. Let's get it. Where you at? We 1-1 at the top.
We don't, because what are we talking about?
I don't know. If we don't have Whitney Houston on the list, is there even a list? She's at the top of my list.
Whitney. If you didn't know Whitney was going to be at the top of this list, stop listening. Yeah. I don't want your listenership.
I agree. I'm going to jump in there, and I chose Jasmine Sullivan. The girl can sing. And that's just that. I love that you have a man on your list, and I never thought of it. It never even crossed my mind.
So this is conflicting for me. Okay. I love Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
But the person that I have on my list that took Jasmine's spot is because she can do what Jasmine can do. And I think, dare I say, more.
Yeah.
And that is Samara Joy.
I didn't think you were going there. I think you were going to the other lady. Mariah.
No. I'm thinking about the register in which Jasmine sings. I would love to hear them on a song together because I think they could dance around each other in a beautiful way.
The thing is, and as much as I do love it, could do, because Samara Joy is our Billie Holiday. I'm willing to go ahead and give it that. But could do and does do is something very different. She sings in her genre. She's jazz. She's not giving. Is she giving us that, Jasmine?
So that's the album that she has come out with. But if you follow her music and like her singing, she is singing songs like on her social media. She's doing covers that are not just in that genre, right? So I think right now she absolutely is owning jazz right now. Nobody's taking, what do you call it? Whatever. No one's taking it away. But what she is doing, what she can do with her voice, what she plays with on her social media, when she's in concert, she does little intermissions. Can do, does do.
I'll give it. I have to give it. But I did. Jasmine Sullivan can do a thing. I feel like she came in strong. She took that little break, and she came back even stronger. So my next spot I gave to Anita Baker, and let me tell you why. She almost didn't get the spot because they're just like the list is so vast, and Anita Baker does have a unique range, but it's her own, and they studied it, right? So anybody else that I would have given it to got it from her. So the Toni Braxtons, the Tamar, anybody that I would have given it to, like she's the first to do it. So that deep register, that unique, and I had to put a deep on there because that's where I live with it. Y'all can hear my voice now; it's hoarse, but still, I had to give respect to the deepness. And she has range; she goes up too. But I was like, you know what? There's nobody else that's ever sounded like her. We even got a new guy. What's his name? That sounds like Marvin Gaye. Oh my God. He looks and sounds just like him. I think he's like playing off of it or inspired by it. It sounds just like him. We don't have that for Anita yet. We don't got anybody that sounds like her. So I gave her that spot. Who else you got?
Let's see. I have Mariah Carey.
I see that.
I have.
Why Mariah?
Oh, I didn't think that needed to be justified.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
I see why.
Okay.
I did one of those things where as long as Kiki Wyatt exists, whatever. Mariah's like that now. I can't take it from her, but Kiki Wyatt is beastie. And for her own reasons, she doesn't really get the space and flowers that I think she can deserve. Honorable mention that didn't make the list, Kelly Price.
Oh yeah. But who doesn't get what they deserve?
I feel like Kiki Wyatt has never been like a
Kiki Wyatt. Okay, I thought.
Yeah. Oh, girl, Mariah Carey is the face of Christmas at this point. Kiki Wyatt, I meant.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And then we both have Brandy.
Yeah,
I don't think if you know singing. Yeah. I don't think we need to question that.
We don't. I kind of got ate up a little bit for this because Brandy almost didn't make my list, and then I had to sit and think about this thing of Brandy's your favorite singer. So. Let's get it.
And then I have Luke James on my list.
I do see that.
Because again, what he can do with his voice, and does it well. A lot of men, even Tank reaches up there, but even he had Luke James singing for a singer.
I don't think Tank is on my list. Otherwise, you saw him on my other list. Luke James has a finesse and a power that I don't know if Tank has. But all great. Whitney Houston's gonna take the cake here. Doesn't matter. 3 songs you can rap verbatim. This one's gonna go fast. What you got? Ooh, I like your list. I didn't look at this in advance.
Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Maybe I copy and pasted in the wrong order. Maybe I didn't put that. I didn't put it in the ranking. Okay, so tell me what I had here.
3 songs you can write verbatim. You popped in with what more can I say? That's it.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 20th anniversary of the Black Album, and unlike others, I've been staunch into the South. The South had something to say. I was in it, but when the Black Album came out, I remember where I was. I remember what I wore to the basketball game. When it came out, I had on the playoff J's, the 12s, all black with the white, oversized pink tee with a black tee underneath, cupped the sleeves up.
Yeah.
And then that fucking Lucifer down in the morning.
I'm gonna change you out here.
But But the realest shit you get when you bust down my rhymes, add that to the fact I went plat a bunch of times, that by my influence on pop culture. I'm supposed to be number 1 on everybody's list. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Fuck this, man.
Yeah.
What can I say?
I get that. This category was a little bit hard. I know so many songs. Maybe I rap. You hear me? I does a thing. But I went with what I most often rap, like my karaoke joints. You know what I mean? My what do you call them? My party tricks. So to your what more can I say? I'm gonna go past Detroit, vice versa. I live by it. You got on here. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. They cowled in me. Come on. Come back to
the streets. I'm Sean P.
Come on.
AKA a Sharp Creek say it was necessary. This sucker niggas out here very scary. Yes. Living in the month of February. Okay, then. Put a sister nigga on display then. Kick in the door and have them folks to bring them K's and I'm still at it. Double 80. You throw me out with the echo.
I'm sorry.
Put y'all for sure with it. Don't make me pop to the track to the left, but y'all will go get it. And I ain't selfish. I will let you in your whole feel it. Yeah. Talking big boy shit. Mean mugging with. Okay, keep going.
So that's a nasty one. I'm going to I guess I can match that one with Lil Jon grand finale. You hear me?
I think we do this for sometimes.
Oh man.
Ice Cube verse.
Yeah. Ooh, who the fuck is
Shoot
that?
better than that nigga try. Yeah. A Ice Cube motherfucker.
Yeah, and there's so many, even all of them. This one is a real party trick because you got 5 of the illest rappers on them. They all have a verse, and I have to know them all. Even that Nas, who besides the Egyptian walk off, fuck us have a conniption, my existence. Come on, it's like it's nasty. You have to show up in that way. They went there like going off, and I don't even know. I don't hear a lot of people rap this song or play it. I don't even know if a lot of people know it.
Cube said, "I told you, motherfuckers." Kobe didn't take no pussy. Get money, get paid. You can beat that shit. Even if the DA is a piece of shit. Colorado got bravado, but eat that shit. Another white bitch lying on the black dick.
I keep it pimping like flashbacks. Woo! Pimping like flashbacks. Give niggas flashbacks. They sweaty as ass cracks. When I hit the tarmac, you feel like a car jack. Niggas get out. Come on. Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
I just felt like it was so divinely placed to have him come in last. And most people would fear Ice Cube. Ooh, shoot. That's city shit.
Better than that nigga that tried to kill 50.
Cause I got an ego. Woo, big as T.O. Do you know how big T.O.'s egos were? It's just really nasty. Bitch, gangsters don't dance. We book it. Listen, all I'm saying is you see that work up, you see that list, and you think Ice Cube. What the fuck would put Ice Cube on a song? And that nigga said, I am that boy. I'm the OG here. He not even say the 8 asses up. He did his thing.
They had him last because that's what the motherfuckers do.
He knew it. He wasn't nervous about it. Like that nigga came and ended it. Ice Cube is the shit with his motherfucking grand finale. It's the whisper. It's the intro. Who the fuck is that? It's Ice Cube, motherfucker. He's a maniac. No, I'm a fool. You got to know. You got to know. All right. You went itty bitty piggy on us.
And then I also, where I was straddling the fence here with the verse that put Nicki in people's minds, which is Monster.
Ooh.
Pull up in that monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that come from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm in a Tonka color of Willy Wonka. You could be the queen, but we could be the king, but watch the queen conquer. First things first, I'll eat your brains. Then I'ma start rocking gold teeth and fangs, cause that's what a motherfucking monster do. Hairdresser from Milan, that's a monster do. Monster Giuseppe Hill, that's a monster shoe. Young Money is the roster and a monster crew. And I'm all up in the bank with a funny face. And if I'm fake, I ain't noticed cause my money yet. But let me get this straight. Right. I'm the rookie with my features in my pay. With my features in my shows 10 times you pay. 50K for an album, no album out. And my money's so tall that my Barbies gotta climb it. Higher than the Middle Eastern climate. Find it. 20 Mataranda T. Wine it.
She went off.
Yeah.
She went off.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm gonna have to go first day out. You saw me at homecoming. I did my thing. Tee Grizzley. I don't know what happens to me when the song comes on. I feel
what I do.
Yeah. Like I just feel like I lived the life. These niggas, I don't know who's praying on my downfall, but somewhere in the world, someone is. And I have to live it. It's almost just like if you watch me rap it, niggas just be like, damn, who the fuck?
I really wanted that to do what Dreams and Nightmares did.
And it didn't. And it should have, because LeBron even played it. Listen, I know they prayed on my downfall. Come on. That nigga said, go get a thermometer for the pot. I need this shit cooked right. Let's keep that water 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You ever been inside a federal courtroom? When I say that shit, I've never been in a federal courtroom. I just haven't. But it just feels like you ever went to trial and fought for your life. Bitch, being broke did something to my spirit. Asked niggas to plug me. They act like they couldn't hear me. I know that. Look at me now, dropping German ninja lyric. You don't want your baby mama, fuck, keep the hoe from near me. Do you know who you talking about? It's me. If you don't want your baby mama, fuck, keep that bitch from near me. Kill Roy. Remember when I used to use your L's to hit the road, hit the O, and hit them big boy cells? Woo. Remember when we had them green things smell with vacuum seals? Trying not to have them green things smell fed with zombie, what you know about related to money. I don't know nothing. I just used to see him walk to the Cody. I fuck with bitches. My body can't go from Persian to Cody. Any further questions, you can take that up with the lawyer. My nigga Fink with J Money. Right below dry jet Joe would tell you every day before school. I sold a half broke. I feel like a drug dealer. How you think I won best dressed with no support and had them paid lawyers? Come on. How the fuck do you think? It's almost as like you should know. You see me selling every day before school. I sold a half. How the fuck do y'all think I won best dressed with no support and had them paid lawyers coming in and out of court? Hey, Wando. Hey, Theo, ain't it a blessing we made it out of Winston after all that happened, bitch? After the pre-trials, after the status, after the impact statements, after the castle. Hey, JR, nigga. Best wedding love songs. Hard transition, hard pivot.
Ooh, hard pivot.
I got a little emotion.
Number one. I think I just got to name my number one. And it's Tony Terry, When I'm With You. Nothing will beat that for me.
What's that one? Just sing me a little bit. I know it.
When I'm with you.
Oh, you took it old. Yeah, I like that. I got Yebba's Heartbreak on here. Just for something new. Can I show my love you like I do? You know?
Yebba could have been on another list.
Yeah, she could have. She still can. I got Thinking Out Loud. Not necessarily my favorite, but it went crazy for weddings.
Yeah.
I like Thinking Out Loud.
And since you got Thinking Out, I got Speechless. I don't know if many people know that song, but it's by that country group, Something and Shay. Dan and Shay. It's great.
You got your When I'm With You to counter your old one. I got Here and Now. There's no way I can leave it off. Everybody's auntie. Got me. Here and Now. Come on. You and I. You fix your makeup just so. Guess you don't know you're beautiful. You gotta get John and his ghostliness. Got on every dress that you own. Feel like he was in his pocket of wedding songs for that. I think he just needed like some hits.
Yeah. Of course, Major. This is why I love you. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Make Me Whole. A lot of you don't know. It's by Angelou LaRue. It's beautiful. I can act very nice.
It's a beautiful song.
Lovely. Best girl group. You don't have anything written down, but I know you got it. You got with it. It was a gimme for me. Yeah.
Destiny Child. This one gonna piss you off, but I don't care.
Is it Cleopatra?
City Girls.
You know what? Give it to him.
And
I ain't mad at it.
The Dixie Chicks.
You think City Girls was gonna piss me off, but the Dixie Chicks weren't?
Because you hate white people?
City Girls is its own time. I can hold space for them. They're a new girl group.
You can hold space for the chicks. But go for it.
I don't hate white folks. I like country music. They're a classic girl group.
And you don't think the chick should be on the list?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought Gucci. Shout out my nigga. Shout out my nigga Dixie. Shout out my nigga Dixie. I thought the skate was gonna be number 2. Dixie number 1.
I like them because they had the common sense to listen and drop that Dixie, and they just the chicks now. But let me tell you something. When them white girls stood up to George Bush, and they had that song, I'm Not Ready to Make Nice, fuck you apology. You know what the fuck you did down in Katrina. You know what you did in Iraq and Afghanistan. fuck you. And they stood 10 toes on that. They lost all their little conservative rebel flag carrying white fans. And they said, I don't give a fuck. And they said, people say, oh, Dixie Chicks is problematic. They said, fuck it, we don't care. We'll call ourselves the Chicks.
We love it. I said, we ain't whistling Dixie for you sons of bitches. Yeah, I love, we don't even have if we would have a country segment, it'd have been blown out of the water. I got to escape SWV, but of course, Destiny's Child takes the cake here. All right, best boy group. Where you go with it?
I don't know why you didn't have New Edition on your list.
Well, I didn't know. So typically we had 5 3s. I didn't know, so I was like, let me just put some. You didn't say how many. New Edition, of course, have been on. There's a bunch missing actually.
Yeah, Boyz II Men. I got NSYNC.
Yeah.
So Boyz II Men.
I would have had another Bad Creation. I had a bunch.
Okay, you just doing anybody. You just throwing anybody in there. This ain't even, you're not even ranking no more.
Aisha. That was pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
I like Kissing Game. I like Aisha and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
But NSYNC.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all them. I got Boyz II Men and 112.
Yeah.
Between the two of them, who you giving it to?
Between the two of who?
112 and Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men.
Yeah, me too.
But there's a group that just popped into my head that left. So, because Boyz II Men is bar none, but
right.
112 Jagged Edge.
Ooh. Jagged Edge. Give me that.
On this highway.
Asking God to.
Please forgive me.
Shout out to the beginning of the episode. Got no respect for them dudes. Got no respect for listen. That's it. Yeah, who else you got on the list? That was. I didn't even feel that out. But Jagged Edge, that's it.
Yeah,
I love Jagged Edge. They're definitely. Huh? I think they did. Jagged Edge versus 112 did it. Yeah, they did. I remember Slim being like,
I don't think I seen that.
Run it back. All right, most vicious pen. The writers of our time.
Undeniable Esther Dean.
I think she might win. I don't know. Carrie Hilson is nasty with the pen. You hear me? I feel like also I didn't give her a spot because though what she has written has been very elementary, Candy needs her flowers for her pen. Candy Barris needs to hit the list.
Tiny. TLC.
I didn't know they wrote.
No, girl group.
Oh, I thought we said them. We didn't?
No.
Oh, they're on there for sure.
Yeah.
They don't beat Destiny's Child, but they're on there.
No.
But there's some Cameron D and DC3 was the thing. That's just that. Carrie Hilson's pen is vicious. Esther Dean is gonna have to take it. If you know, you know.
I'm upset about TLC, and because by your logic, if you were upset that Lil' Kim was on the list and not on your list, and
Gucci ain't on it,
because TLC and Escape and not TLC.
Whoa. Again, TLC. I mean, best girl group. I guess fell into the categories of me not knowing how many we could put. That's why I asked you, did you have Cleopatra? I was joking, but it's just like we can go forever. TLC should have had a top 3 spot. Period. Let's just say that. It should be Destiny's Child, TLC. Are there any white girl groups? I feel like there's one right here. Cheetah Girls.
Dixie Chicks.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, let's stop. Because I feel like what's happening is we're not dismissing it. Give them their flowers. TLC made the list. Period. It's just I didn't write them down. But what you're saying is that TLC is the winner of that group. Of that.
I'm not saying that, but if I am ranking them, I want to say that if there's a ranking, TLC, Destiny's Child, whoever else, and then in that category, I'm just not comfortable saying the words. I'm gonna make a poll on Instagram.
Can I say a thing that most people may not agree with?
more people can sing in Destiny's Child than can sing in TLC?
That's even fine too. I feel like TLC gets stuck and a little bit looped in with the Biggie and Tupac category. Biggie and Tupac are kind of living in this endless time when the truth of the matter is their careers are about like 2 years long. And they're kind of existing in this greatest rapper that ever lived when the truth of the matter is that's it. And so we've got like longevity in other places, but it's almost just like, and just no holds bar. I'm right beside Jada with the Tupac. Would you hear me? Yay. I believe they have 3 albums apiece, if that.
I think we just got to move on.
All right.
Back to the pen. Esther Dean. I have Sia on here.
Sia's a writer? Like heavy? Are we talking about Sia with the like you can't see your face?
Sia wrote Pretty Girl. Pretty Hurt. And so many other things. Let me just hold on. Just
no,
I'm with people. My phone finna go.
I got Neo on the list. Neo on the list. Who else on the list? Leo on the list. Sia on the list.
Okay,
Neo
Sia wrote
sick with it.
Diamonds by Rihanna. She wrote Pretty Hurts. She wrote let's see. 42 more. I ain't about to keep naming these. She wrote
Esther Dean, though. Esther Dean takes the cake. Esther Dean is writing y'all's people's favorite people shit. The Dream is nasty, and he's an amazing writer. Tank didn't make this list, but he's a write-in. He's a nasty writer also. You got Blue Eyed Soul, honorable mention, our last category. Esther Dean takes the cake for that. I don't care what anybody says. Blue Eyed Soul. Who you got?
Adele, Sam Smith, Jessie J.
Period. I got Adele.
They all went to school together too. Like literally went to the same school.
Yeah. That Jessie J is nasty. Yeah, she sings. I got Adele. I got Justin, of course. Long forgotten Robin Thicke. Remember him?
Yeah. What I would say about Robin, you wouldn't like.
What was it?
The same thing I would say about
Just. What would you say about the two? What do those two have in common? I actually cannot stand it.
We had a quarrel, and I let myself go. We said things you wouldn't know.
So you don't think Robin Thicke can sing?
No. Oh, is that what you think about Tina?
It's because of my nerves.
They're black adjacent.
Yeah. I don't know. Robin Thicke, Tina Marie gives it way more than.
The white people I named are white. Okay?
Yeah, I just feel like that's the reason I don't really fuck with Tina Marie. Like Adele is Adele. She has never tried to cross over into that cookout territory, though she is widely invited. You know, I don't even use the term. I don't like it. But the girl is there. And she just exists. I don't even know if she even thinks about it. That's what makes her so amazing. Like, she's probably like, y'all on that shit. I'm not.
Mad at her about everything. When she stood up and said Beyonce should have won this award, that wasn't her pandering. She meant that shit. Because she is a fucking person who has ears.
Yeah. She's genuine. I love it. When she called back out, who's that gentleman? You stand up in the box.
She does her mouth. When she pursed her lips, I love it. But you had Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake, and Sister Adele.
Yeah, I guess is that what you call it? That's it. That's it for me. That's new. Sister Adele is here. That list goes on forever. There's a lot of them, but I just don't like it. We got Kenny G.
Oh, Kenny G's Christmas album.
That Songbird.
When you putting up your Christmas tree.
I'm talking about, listen to me. As soon as the last fork is placed and laid after that Thanksgiving meal.
Oh.
I think the next song, actually, I thought we say 6 o'clock and everybody, you gonna have anything else? No, go and put the food up. Y'all can wrap it up. When somebody says, go and put the food up, cue in my mind. That's it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Me and my wife.
You going before?
Decided last year that our Christmas decorations begin November 1.
I ain't mad at you. Listen, it ain't never too early for me.
I need more of it. I just feel like a month isn't long because it can't. I don't go into the new year.
And you know what? Listen to me. This is my first year in my house. This is my second Christmas. It's my second Christmas here. The first one did feel a little rushed because I was doing other things. You know what I mean? But I had it up. But I haven't really sat to say, what are my rules? And I might join you in the November 1st of it all. I feel like I put the tree up and it's just not there long enough and it just comes down.
Not there long enough.
That whole, I want 2 months. I'm with the fucking prince. Time is whatever I say it is. Friend, we got 5 fucking days. You just did something else to me. Those are my jingle bells.
Let's talk about this next episode.
Hey, player, what you gonna get? What you gonna get that girl?
Oh, baby. Hey, what's your favorite Christmas song? Real quick, what's your favorite Christmas song? All time.
Oh, it's really hard for me, obviously. I feel like in my mind, it just feels there. So let me just put that out. Oh, why did you do this to me? Mary, Did You Know by CeeLo is nasty. Mary, did you know that your baby would? Come on.
Demetria. When he hits that bridge, the storm will hit, the dead will live again.
We let CeeLo off our list. CeeLo can fucking sing.
CeeLo can rap.
CeeLo can rap and sing. Bow, 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 bow. Hey, boy, you're not allowed to sing.
Hold on. Let me give you this first verse.
They play that shit in Atlanta Airport in Hartsfield, Jackson.
What song?
Fucking Mary, Did You Know? You never been in Atlanta, in the airport at Christmas?
I live here. I ain't going
That's true, duh. In the airport, they play it, and it's like just as loud as you can imagine. And I don't know how you can listen to it and start walking. Every time I play it, I'd be like, "Come on, CeeLo, that's all right there." I feel old. That's all right.
Chills. When I think about number one.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm not certain that the calling ain't know me to preach because when I think about Mary,
did you know? Come on, say it.
God willing, that song will hit different this year. But do you know what you carry in your womb? Do you know the passion, the gift that you are trying to bring into this world? Mary, did you know?
Oh, that's a sensitive spot for me.
She said, did you know that your baby boy was the great I am?
Would rule our sons and daughters. Ooh.
Oh, I got chills.
You know it's a sensitive spot for me because you know that's in my calling. For me not to be shit, but the baby to be, whatever. But did Mary, did you know?
Thank you so much for listening.
I'm keeping up the same. Stay in the calling. That's a word there.
Out and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. CeeLo said, I don't recall ever graduating at all. Sometimes I feel I'm just a disappointment to y'all. Every day I just lay around, then I can't be found. Always asking, give me some, living life like a bum. Times is tough. My auntie got enough problems of her own, nigga. You supposed to be grown. I agree. Ooh. I gotta be the man I'm supposed to be. But negativity is all you seem to ever see. I admit I done some dumb shit and I'm probably gonna do some more. You shouldn't hold that against me though. Why not? Why not? My music's all that I got, but some time must be invested for this to be manifested. I know you know, but I'ma say this to you. I get high, but I don't get too high. So what's the limit supposed to be? That must be why you can't get your ass up out the bed before 3. You need to get up, get out, cut that bullshit out. Ain't you sick and tired of having to do without? Man, what up with all these questions? You act as though you know something I don't. Do you have any suggestions? Because every job I get is cruel and demeaning. Sick of taking trash out and toilet bowl cleaning. But I'm also sick and tired of struggling. I never ever thought I had to resort to drug smuggling. No, that ain't what I'm about. See, logo, keep traveling this route without any doubt or fear. I know the Lord ain't brought me this far so he can drop me off here. Do I make myself clear? You need to get up.
Get up. That's a word, yeah.
And we out.
It's
been a great motherfucking episode.
I love it. It was a long one, but we back. We back. We took a break. We hope y'all caught up because we here.
We here. Peace. Follow us on Instagram and shit. Do all the things y'all do.
Please. You know where we at.
That's it. I hope.
Now let's see what happens.